Something we like, JJ, you and I have talked about, is this big break. It's definitely standing out for me. Capito probably hitting him about as
Get underneath the pink. Okay, happy to see that one going down just to try and get in control here on the to calm it down. Those 2 wins yesterday should help. That's going to hurt a bit. Even though if you give up a look on the 4, it could cost you because that's where the containing balls are, the 6, 8, 7, 9. But I think you're supposed to hit your mark. Coming maybe all the way around here. Wow, he hit it so thin. He caught the 8. Never expected that.
all on the outside there.
Yeah, and early, as we saw in the first 2 days, but I think they're getting used to the table and possibly.
The ball's real good. Executes a pretty good long 3 ball and a suspect defensive play. And then another little bit of a suspect, Pehlivanovic, I think, throughout this match.
Yeah, overran his mark, so good he dug on that. That way he stays away from that right. Don't want it to arc a whole lot. Yeah. Nice shot. And Chua to a 1-0 lead and will break in game number 2. On some good things always, but this has been really up and down. I thought for Johann, it looks like he's got it down for a little bit, but then he has it. And also be able to assess, are you really hitting the ball how you want? Or are you having some change here and there? Big shot there from Sanjin. Should dress up on the combination pretty nicely. And don't take your eye off this little combo. Shouldn't be a problem, but confident stroke there.
Yeah, now he's going to have to come like he is. You can really fall straight this way.
Yeah, I didn't understand the stun. It looked like he was stunning. I was going to say, if you're going to go 2 cushions, it's just
maybe a little early for Pehlivanovic.
Yeah, and that's the kind of decision that the pull god's really flat.
Bottom rail?
I don't think so. I mean, I think he could have drew that easily up the table off the bottom cushion. And, excuse me, it's going to be. All right, he's got to draw the cue ball, just broaden this above the 9.
Of the shoulder issues so far this morning with Chua.
Yeah, I asked him about it, and he said it's getting better.
You pump yourself up a bit.
Yeah, this thing here will help you out, I'll tell you. It's a big weapon to have. A little nudge up the rail and just come straight across.
Yeah, a little quick there and just not all together.
Kind of sit in, and I'm sure you know yours. And but the one thing that Sanjin that sometimes you can scratch your head is when you're having
wants to come to the second rail here. That's not going to finish.
Killed the ball nicely. Definitely would.
Newhausen leading 2-0. He did just miss across. Draws this ball. He loves that power draw. Yeah, like you say, JJ.
Had the 9 on the top side of it. Surprised he hit it that hard, but did fall. Just never know what you might see from Johann Chua. Now we see a 3-0 lead. So he's got to clean it up, that's for sure. Chua to break here in game number 4. That's his best break I've seen in a couple days. Got the one down pretty easily. Whatever you want to call it, kind of like soft hands, kind of hits the ball nice and clean. He won't really overhit it. Still get the draw on the ball.
Yeah, I was wondering if the pocket had something to do with his middle 2 fingers there on the bridge. It seemed like easy. Needs to put a couple good strokes together here in this rack. There's one of them. Didn't want to finish straight.
If he tries to draw the ball.
Could just wedge him up behind the. Well, you just let it rip again. Yeah, everything is off again.
And so is this chip safety. It's not near as easy as it looks. Also, got to beat the 8, but not overhit it. He'll be happy, even if he gave.
Continue last night versus today. Well, look at this hit go. He's gonna get a little reward.
You know, bury a big ball.
3 rail it out here and maybe use the purple.
He'll take that. This is gonna work. I think anyway.
But then I think, Jeremy.
Yeah, I think he can see the full ball, but not any kind of cut. Maybe the bank. This is really getting lost. So little things way off. I think anyways. Frankly.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? He struggles all of day one, half of yesterday. All of a sudden, he puts a couple good sets together, right? And you go to bed thinking, well, I pretty much understand this. I'm right back in form.
This maybe. Could lose the rock here.
He loves to let it go with control. He has stiffness in the shoulder and the neck. Oh. I don't know that he had to hit it at that speed, but that's what Chua does. That's what
Matter in this match, but I do think, you know, if he doesn't get out from some of the, see, it's just like you just don't know about any shot at the moment.
Yeah, he's second guessing kind of all the way. Used the entire clock.
Quite stunned with the lower left there. Don't want to go with just a dead high ball. But he kind of did a little bit of both. As clean a struck ball we've seen this match. Of this first wave of round robin stage, but you know, odds are if he does get in, it's going to be right at the. You have a couple players, even just one player that hasn't won a match, but if you have 2 or 3 that are winning 0 or just 1 match or 2 matches come towards the end, you're going to have some players with some. Been going at him with a little more pace, and that's pure frustration.
Yeah, you just don't want to hit this too hard. It won't take. Oh, how'd he do? Arced perfectly to the pink.
Main thing at the moment.
Yeah, well, it really never started great, right? He got the 3 down. The buzzer goes off with the next shot, which was a safety, and he completely failed on the execution.
Yeah, that scratch, remember in the corner, really to tie the match at 1 apiece. He would have been breaking.
Thing glaring. It was not good. Everything looking good for Chua.
Yeah, and Sanjin again needs a friendly